Okay, so firstly, regarding my video perspective, just thank you to everyone who commented, Becky for doing her video response, because it was so amazing to see all of your views and comments on that issue, and you know, able to have a bit of discussion about that, which I think was really good because it's a really important issue. So thank you for that. I'm glad that you thought it was good and that I kind of approached it in a good way and everything. So thank you so much for that. Also, if you haven't seen my and my friend's protest against the education system in the form of a song, then please go see that. It was my last video, but I will post a link somewhere, probably in the description. Yeah, if you felt let down by our current education system here in England, then hopefully the song will strike a chord with you. No pun intended, because that would be awful. Today I'm going to do a really quick book review of a book that a couple of you said was really good last time, and I totally agree, so I was do a book review of that. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I don't have it to show you because I borrowed it from the library. I'd heard a lot of good things about this book when I first picked it up in the library, so I have to read this, borrowing it definitely. And it took me a while to read because I was busy with revision for mocks, but it was one of those books where I finished just about 1 o'clock in the morning. I kind of got to a stage where I was like, I have to finish this now, I have to know what happens. And I was there at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to hideously cry as quietly as possible because I was in pieces. It was amazing. 5 stars, definitely. It was very interesting because, for those of you who haven't read it, it's about this girl, Liesel, who is adopted by a German couple, just before the start of the war, and it's like hit this rise to power and, you know, the war and the I don't know if you can hear that, there's some random dogs barking, sorry. Okay, apparently there's a show between some dogs going on my front drive, so, you know. And about the, where was I? About the ghettoisation of the Jews and the persecution of the Jews in Nazi Germany because her foster parents, basically end up hiding this Jew in the basement. It's about Lisa and her friend Rudy and her foster parents and the Jew Max, and just about their interactions with each other and their stories throughout the war. And what I loved is it was a book about wartime Germany, but primarily it was a book about the characters and just them growing up, because you got to see Lisa and Rudy grow up and their friendship blossom, which was adorable. And it made it very human. It gave a very human take on what is a piece of history that we all know loads about, which was really nice. It's so eloquently written, like the descriptions, everything. It's so poetic in a sense. It's prose, but it's almost like poetry the way the descriptions work. Then I'm trying to think of anything bad to say about it, and I honestly can't, apart from the fact that it kind of killed my emotions because it was so beautiful and tragic and sad at the end, and I need to stop rambling, but just, it was amazing. I do not have a bad thing to say about it. It's instantly kind of got onto my list of favourite books ever. Again, also, I loved the way it was told because it's narrated by deaf, which is a very interesting concept, and occasionally there'd be kind of, to quote River, spoilers about what was going to happen. So, for instance, you might know when a character was going to die, or when a character was going to do something significant with their life, but then when those moments then came up later in the book, it didn't detract. Like, the fact that you knew it was going to happen almost made it more poignant and more soul-destroyingly sad. So yeah, it is a very sad book, but it's so worthwhile reading. It's beautiful, it's poetic, eloquent, it teaches you so much about love and friendship and just accepting people for who they are, and the joys of reading as well, which is always good. So well worth reading, 5 stars out of 5. Yeah, I would recommend this book to pretty much anyone. I think this got something in it for everybody. Adventure, romance, just history. It's such a human book, if that makes sense. It's simply mesmerising and will stay with you long after you've finished it. That's overused so much, but this book really will, because I read it ages ago and I've just been compelled to do a review about it because I have to just share how amazing it was with you guys. Thank you. Sorry if this dragged on a bit long. Again, please check out our protest against the education system, because we want as many people as possible to see it. We worked quite hard on it when we probably should have been doing our history controlled assessment. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all, so see you next time. I am actually in the process of deciding between a couple of songs to do, so I think next time will probably be a song. No promises, because I'll probably end up breaking it. But yeah, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Please comment, etc. What did you think of The Book Thief? Because I know some of you have read it, or whatever. DFTBA, see you next time.